Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK, and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.
We always start with the schools. When we're at the schools, we always start to talk about the magnificent ocean and its marine life, and of course whales and dolphins, because all children love whales and dolphins.
Berit Legrand, Vegetarian and TAF, The Animal Fun, Part 1 of 2. Please continue watching to find out more.
Rare white whale person with gray friend spotted off coast of Thailand.
The lucky humans were part of a Happy Hours Phuket charter adventure. It wasn't alone. The whale swam alongside another rare Omara whale, this one with regular gray coloring. The gray whale said hello and breached the water just briefly before swimming away.
Vegan, who loves you, baby?
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
If you meet a member of the Stien people, who mostly live in Ao Lak, also known as Vietnam's Bình Phước province, and Cambodia, they may curiously ask you, Bang Ten từ đâu? Or, where are you from? In Alaxese, also known as Vietnamese. Outstanding viewers, my name is Minh Khai. The upbeat Itian people admire all the good deeds you do to benefit your community. Welcome to our show, Berit Legrand, Vegetarian, and TAF, The Animal Fun, Part 1 of 2. Ms. Legrand is the founder and president of the Animal Fund, a nonprofit organization established in 2015. The charity focuses on protecting the ocean from harms like pollution and safeguarding animal friends like dolphin people and whale families living in the seas. TAF is officially registered in Monaco, France, Denmark, and Norway, and holds charitable status in the United Kingdom. TAF's mission is to enhance awareness about the significance of the ocean and its marine life and inspire the public to actively participate in their preservation. Ms. Legrand's concern about the state of the ocean led her to form the organization.
Living where I'm living, close to the ocean, I am confronted by the state of the sea the whole time. So I'm looking at it, I'm seeing how it has changed, and it has changed dramatically. Meaning that there are tons of plastic entering the whole time, and you see it floating. It's just devastating to see all the small particles of plastic and also all the rubbish which people are throwing around ending up in the ocean. So I had to do something. I've always lived by the principle, if you do something, you do it 100%. It's a 24/7 mission for me. It's not a job, it's a mission I have taken on. And I want to secure the future generation. Having a couple of kids myself, I cannot imagine what is in front of them if we don't do anything. And I think it's our generation who have in fact created all this pollution and overfishing and all the toxics in the water. It's our duty to clean up after ourselves and to make it sustainable for the future generation so they can have just as a nice life as we have had.
One of TAF's mission cornerstones is to make the world aware of the dangerous consequences of our oceans dying and how this can cause widespread extinction of our precious animal friends in the sea.
For me, the most important thing has always been just to educate and to make people aware of where we are at the moment and to find solutions. I believe very much in the solution part. We can talk always about all the problems there are because there are many and we know them and we are confronted with them the whole time. And I think it's much, much, much more important to give solutions and give hope to the young people, because the young people have a lot on their shoulders today after what we have seen the latest years. They don't know anymore where the future is. We need to give them hope. When I grew up, nobody was talking about all the catastrophes which we are seeing today. There were also catastrophes when I grew up, but it was not so much in the news. We were not bombarded with it every day. And we were playing and we had hope and we had a future in front of us. They see it on all their social media and everything. So they are bombarded nonstop about all the problems in the world. And it's too heavy for them. It's too heavy for anybody. So we need to be positive and we need to give them hope.
Vegan, 'cause we want to go home.
Nature-loving viewers, we will pause for a moment to admire the graceful seagull family soaring in the air. Our show will return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
Captive dolphin person from aquarium returns to wild after 17 years.
Dolphin named Pibong South Korea's last dolphin of its kind kept in an aquarium for 17 years. And today, Bibong was finally released into the wild. A group of animal activists are continuing their efforts to free additional captive dolphins. But for now, goodbye, Bibong.
Vegan, beloved of heaven.
Welcome back to our program, Berit Legrand, Vegetarian and TAF, The Animal Fund, Part 1 of 2 on Supreme Master Television. As we've discovered, TAF makes people aware of the need to protect our oceans. The organization shares essential messages with school children in novel ways that positively engage them. Thus far, TAF has worked with 67 schools and 19 universities.
We always start with the schools. When we're at the schools, we always start to talk about the magnificent ocean and its marine life, and of course whales and dolphins, because all children love whales and dolphins. So then it's very, very important that we tell them the roles of the whales and the dolphins, and then afterwards what threats they are facing. The threats, of course, we try not to make them too serious, whether it's plastic pollution or whether it's overfishing and the ghost nets and so forth. Then we are talking about captivity. We are talking about all the threats which they're facing, depending on the age of the kids, of course. If they're small kids, we take it very lightly and talk less. And then we play games where they have to also be engaged and find solutions together with us about what they can do. And they always leave the classroom with a big smile, and they are very, very content that they can commit and they can help in the future as well.
We asked Ms. Legrand why her organization places a particular emphasis on the preservation of our whale and dolphin friends. She responded by telling us the vital role that these beautiful beings play in keeping our oceans in balance.
We focus on whales and dolphins because they are the ocean heroes, and they're, in my opinion, the most important animals to defend. When I started into Animal Fund, we could have taken any animals to defend first, but looking at the role each animal play, well, every animal, every species play a role because it's everybody's depending on each other. So you cannot take one out anyway, but the whales have a magnificent role, and so the whales, they feed at the bottom of the ocean, and then the excrement, those feces are floating on the top of the ocean, feeding the phytoplankton. So it's just like fertilizing the whole ocean, and this phytoplankton is then transforming the carbon dioxide into oxygen to us. So this phytoplankton is ultra important, but it has to be fed by something, and it's fed by the nutrients which the whale feces contain.
What are some of the TAF's other notable projects in the past few years?
The plastic pollution campaigns has been the biggest campaign always, where we are having about up to 20 different stands with a lot of games also around the plastic pollution for all kind age groups. So it's for the general public. And we started with our campaign about the plastic alternatives with the bottles. So instead of using the plastic bottles, to use our own bottles which we produced, and we have tried hard to get that going. It's probably also one of our most successful, together with How to Live a Plastic-Free Life stands, which we have done. So this is really important message to get out. How can people change their habits? How can they change their habit using, for example, all the containers in a bathroom? If you go to any shower bathroom in a home, you have at least 10 containers with different kind of shampoos and conditioner, or you have different soaps. And if you could change that to alternatives instead, and the same thing with the toothpaste and the toothbrushes.
Thank you, Berit Legrand and TAF, for spreading the word on how we can safeguard our seas from pollution and protect the marine friends living within from exploitation and harm. May you enjoy much success in your endeavors and the everlasting care of the Providence. For more information about TAF, the Animal Fund, please visit theanimalfund.net, facebook.com/TAF.theanimalfund99, instagram.com/the.animal.fund.
Whatever way you look at it, be it religious, ethical, health, or other reasons, meat eating is not right. The Venerable Sivaramaswamy, vegetarian.
Eco-conscious viewers, it has been a pleasure having your company on today's program. Please join us again on Monday, June 10th for Berit Legrand, vegetarian, and TAF, the Animal Fund, Part 2 of 2, in which Ms. Legrand will cover her organization's campaign against whaling and ghost fishing nets, among other topics. Coming up next is Disaster Begins from the Mouth, Part 6 of 6 on Between Master and Disciples. May we preserve all of the beautiful ocean life, from the spectacular coral and fish person communities to the awe-inspiring whale and dolphin families.
Being vegan, having peace, doing good deeds. Life is a feast.